Lately, I've been questioning all things I was taught, feeling like Pontius Pilate when Christ was caught, scratching my head like what is truth or what is youth? Better yet, what good is youth? When you are told lies before you get old, those fragile minds deserve gold.
2024 has been one of my favorite years so far. I cannot believe this year has finally come to an end. I would love to share some of the things I've stopped believing in this year that made my year the best year yet, and hopefully you also get to learn so that moving into 2025 you come prepared. I hope you guys made it to my pep talk. So one of the very things I stopped believing in is being the bigger person. There's no such thing as being the bigger person, honey. Beat the bitch up whenever somebody offends you, unless you're going to only end up thinking about what you would have been done or what you would have been said in the bathroom. Whenever something happens, trash it out right there. Don't let nobody disrespect you. Don't let no be like, oh my gosh, like what if what. Nah, that person did not think of how much what they would have done to you hurt you when they were doing what they were doing to you. So why do you have to be the one to bear the burden of being a good person? I'm not about to leave revenge for God because I'm his child and I know he wants me to revenge. He gave me the power to revenge.
See the rubbish you are doing at your age. You're not ashamed of yourself. You're blocking flower. Very stupid. Very stupid. I can't see yourself. Go your thing. Blocking flower. Class like you. So see better.
I know you've heard that silence is always the best answer to a fool. I dare you to wear your pettiness. That was meant to happen, but you get the point. Don't let nobody make you feel bad about yourself. Say what you want to say to the person. If it's insult the idiot. Silence is not the best answer to any fool. The fool deserves whooping. I turned the tap on. Yeah, and what did that teach you? Nothing is ever permanent in this life. Learn to live in the moment. Even if it's the worst scenario, I always tell myself, this too shall pass. Like, that has been my motto since this year. Everything eventually passes away. This is one thing I do all the time. Ignore the problem and then it goes away. Nothing really exists in as much as everything exists. Everything we experience in this life is just repetitive. There's no such thing as permanency. The only thing that is permanent is death. Even in death is not actually permanent because we don't even know what happens life after death. So just learn to just like, once you believe that you cannot hold on to anything permanently and things can just go away in a blink of an eye, so that you will not be too like emotional attached to anything. It will just make your life a lot easier. You shouldn't need a human being, you should want them. Some of you always have people in your life because you feel like they have a talent or just something that you want to acquire too, and then you become their friends. That is a very disgusting behavior. Stand up. My life became better when I started having people in my life because I want them and because I just like appreciate their presence around me. Whenever you have somebody around your life just because you need them, that relationship is not going to be true. It's just always going to be one-sided. Even if the person is like disrespecting you or the person is just like doesn't even see you the way you see them, you're never going to be able to move on from that person because you are attached to what you feel like you are gaining from that relationship. Take your time and make genuine friendship with people because you realize that you don't need these people. You actually want them in your life because you love them and admire them. When you're in deep shit, people are actually going to show up because guess what, they want you in their life too and they actually do care about you too. But when it's one-sided and they are not even gaining anything from you, you'll just be on the receiving end. When something's up, you're always going to be discardable, you're always going to be disposable, you're always going to be that person that nobody gives a shit about. Money isn't everything. I'll hold your hand when I say this, honey. Money is everything. Most times money is going to get you out of shitty situations more than your morals might even get you out of. Whatever you can to get the bag. You're not even really say a good person if your morals have not been tested. financially. Before, I really used to believe that money couldn't buy happiness. And this year, I made a video and I challenged God and I told God, God, this is the amount of money I wanted to have in my account this year. Trust me, I've never been sad this year. It's been nothing but bubbly, jolliness, happiness. Whenever I get offended, I go and compensate myself. Why? Because I have the money. And the money has been able to buy me all the happiness I ever wanted in my life. So yeah, before you sit out there complaining about money not being the source of happiness or money not being able to make you happy, why don't you wire that money to people that can make happy? For example, me. And watch me be happy with your money. If you have money, you will not even be stranded. You will always have a plan B. But guess what? If you don't have money, you don't have a choice but to take that shit. Last but not the least, my 2024 was so amazing. And these are all the things I did to build myself to the amazing, perfect woman that I've become. I had to let go of some stupid, archaic beliefs that were doing nothing but tearing me down and making me feel less of myself. I lit my own light and let it burn. And it kept on burning. And I never stopped burning for nobody. And guess what happened? Anybody that tried to mess with me, they turned to ash. So I urge you today, learn to be petty like me. Learn to put yourself first. And learn to know that you are number one. You are unique. And you own yourself. Only put God first. And then you second. Nobody else. And with this being said, I end this video wishing you a wonderful remaining year. I'm moving into 2025. I hope you learn to stop being a people pleaser. These are Steezy's rule to making your 2025 the best. Let's see this one did.
Good.
I knew I was funny. Jeez, I'm so. If I'm not funny, why do I have to make myself laugh like this? Be selfish. Ever since I embraced my pettiness and became selfish, my life has become so much better. Whenever somebody offends me or hurts me, I do back. I revenge back.